my friends, how you doing today? I am doing well. I am doing well. I'm doing really good. This is gonna be a first, a little opening, a little question and answer period for I need some help. I need some help, okay? Listen, I got like 800 and some odd subscribers, and I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers. Now, my daughter seems to think that my decor is the problem. She's saying that you need some kind of fantastic backdrop with some lighting and this, that, and the other thing. Now, listen, I'm stretched for space. Okay, this place is wall-to-wall Blu-rays and DVDs and CDs and toys. So I got a little problem with decorating here, there, and everything. That empty space over there, that's where I want to put my silver button there when YouTube gives me my silver button one of these days. Okay, that's a gold section right there. That's for that little blue section over there. That's for goals. Okay, that's for futuristic things that I'm hoping is going to happen eventually. But she's saying that I need some kind of special lighting, whatever. Now I got other places that I can set up this whole thing, but I'm like, this is, to me, I'm comfortable here. This is my dwelling. This is like my fortress of solitude. This is my room. This is where I go. Listen, when I was a kid, when I was younger, little quick story. When I was younger, I stayed in my bedroom all the time. All the time I was in my bedroom. I was in my bedroom all the time because if I left the bedroom, my father and my mother, they'd be fighting all the time. So you go in there, you shut the door. I actually had a lock. I had locks on my door. I had chain locks. I had latch locks. I had regular locks. I had an alarm on my bedroom door. That's how bad it got. And I put them on the door because I was like, just leave me alone. Just leave. You guys do whatever you got to do on the other side of that door. The TV can go up louder over here. And that's pretty much how I live my life. Okay, they fought out there, and I lived in my little room here. So I guess the whole me dwelling in my room has carried over into my adulthood. So this is like my safe place, okay? But my daughter's like, I'm like, how am I going to get the rest of these subscribers? I need 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know what to do. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm putting all these things out there, and I think the content is good. But if you have advice, okay, if you have any advice, comment, help a guy out. Who do you watch, and what do you watch that you enjoy? Now one thing is I can't be that guy that goes from store to store and hangs around my friends and makes videos, okay? Because number one, I don't like to leave the house. I don't like to leave my dwelling, and I don't have friends. I got my family, but I don't have like I got you guys, okay? So I had one YouTuber tell me, I'm sorry, I feel bad because I consider you be a nice guy and you would make a good friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, but I'm a loner dotty, a rebel, you know, like from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, I'm home alone. That's it. I'm like Macaulay Culkin over here. Okay, my wife comes home. My one daughter comes home every once in a while. I got 3 daughters, but one visits us on a Thursday, and then I don't see the other one at all. And then I got my son, and he's like coming and going as he's senior year at high school, you know, so I barely see him. And that's like my friend group, okay? And we don't go out shopping places usually, okay? And if we do, it's a hit and run. You know, I got like an agenda. I'm in and out. But if you got any ideas of what I could do, or listen, what you need to do is there's a little thing underneath over here, whatever. You hit the share thing there, and you send it over to your Facebook, or you send it over to your Twitter, or you send it over to your Instagram, whatever it is, and then you could help me out. You could help. I would appreciate that. I would truly appreciate that. I got some stuff I picked up, okay? A little tough recording today because I'm like, and this is another thing, I can't record unless the house is empty, okay? The house has to be empty. I feel like people listen to me. I got some kind of weird paranoia. Listen, it's been a rough life. It's been a rough life. And if my daughters, one of my daughters is home, they be listening at the door. I know they are, because right outside this door is the bathroom, okay? And I know that they go to the bathroom and I can listen to them. They're listening to TikToks. They're watching their TikToks on the toilet, and they're listening to me talking to myself. That's what they're doing. I'm talking to you guys, but technically talking to myself because I'm talking to a camera, and ain't nobody else here but me. But you're getting it. But so technically I'm talking to you. You know what I'm talking about. But listen, I know she's listening because 3 or 4 hours later I'll leave the room and she's like, I had one daughter tell me, "Oh, hey, what was that movie you were talking about? Because that sounded really, really good. I never seen that before. And what all these movies that you make us watch? How come I never heard about this movie?" And I'm like, I'm like, because you were too young to watch the movie at the time. Now you're old enough. She goes, oh, that sounds like a really good movie. I'd like to watch that movie. I'm like, then you were listening to me. You tell me you never listened to me, but you were listening to me outside that door while you were TikToking on the toilet, okay? I don't want you listening to me. Please don't listen to me, because it makes me self-conscious, makes me nervous, gives me some stress, gives me some anxiety. I want to be set up lonely. Right now, I don't know whether or not I got to go pick up my son today from school. If I got to pick him up from school, then my phone's over here, and if that thing lights up, that means that this video is going to be cutting really, really short, because then I gotta go. I gotta go get him, go pick him up, because he's gonna be stranded out there. And I think it's a rainy day today. It was raining and it stopped, and raining and it stopped. A little weird today. But I got some stuff. I picked up some stuff. I'm gonna start with the stuff I picked up. Okay. Now, if you've been watching my videos, it's close to Halloween season, or October, whatever you want to talk about. And whatever you gotta talk about, whatever I want to talk about. It's getting close to that Halloween thing, okay? And my daughter's husband has told her she's allowed to watch one horror movie. Now, let me tell you something, people. My kids, since 5 years old, have been raised on horror movies. They ain't afraid. My granddaughter, okay, the little treat, she ain't afraid of nothing. She already got her own Chucky doll. She's not even one yet. She got her own Chucky doll. Chucky give a big hug. It vibrates and it makes her feel happy. She likes pulling his hair and everything like that. That's just the way it's been, okay? One of my other daughters, she had a big Tiffany doll. That's all she wanted for Christmas one year. She was like, every time we'd ask, what do you want for Christmas? I want a Tiffany doll. What do you want for Christmas? I want a Tiffany doll. And I'm like, that's a little strange, because she was probably about maybe 6 or 7 or 8, something like that. It was like kind of weird. So I'm like, might be a little strange. People looking at her carrying around a full-size, life-size Tiffany doll, but that's what she wanted. So Christmas time came, and she's like, and what I did is I hid it behind the chair, because what I told her was, I said Santa Claus will not be bringing you a Tiffany doll, because it's a horror thing, okay? And that's a scary thing, and Santa Claus brings you all sweet and wonderful things like candies and chalkboards and fun stuff, you know what I mean? Loving dolls, you know what I mean? But not a Tiffany doll, not a serial killer doll, okay? So if you're gonna get that doll, you're gonna get that from mommy and daddy. That was also another way of me getting some kind of compliment or feedback. The doll was expensive, okay? I wanted to thank you, okay? Santa Claus gets all, he gets all the thanks all the time, okay? Well, this guy over here, he wanted some thanks for his $100 purchase, whatever, of a life-size Tiffany doll from the Spencer Gifts. So what we did is we hid it behind the chair, and after she was all done wrapping up all these presents, and I'll tell you, I used to overdo it. I had a lot of guilt, because I used to work third shift, and I rarely saw my kids a lot, because I'd be working 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 12-hour shifts. Listen, it kind of sucked, okay? So I had a lot of guilt, okay? And I would try to compensate with that guilt by buying them extra stuff. So when Christmas came, Christmas was ridiculous. I would spend thousands of dollars, and Christmas would be around the corner, and now all that Christmas crap is all the Salvation Army, or it's all broken and in the trash, or it's gone, okay? So you parents, you fresh parents, you new parents, and I try to tell my daughter this, because she's a new parent, don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy, because it's gonna end up in the Salvation Army. It's gonna get thrown out, and poor Tiffany, she got her whole makeup done. Okay, she did her makeup. Okay, and her makeup was fine. Okay, so now Tiffany, and then her hair got all snarly and everything. Tiffany be a wreck. I had to take. She ripped her pantyhose things off, and her jacket was off, and everything. Tiffany don't look like Tiffany no more. I had to try to redo Tiffany, because she just did a job on her after the years of cuddling and running around with and dragging her by her foot, and she lost a shoe. Listen, so don't go crazy with your kids. I know they're cute and they're cuddly when they're little, and you want to buy all kinds of stuff for them, and you want to be like, yeah, I want to, and you want to have these awesome Christmas, and you might be one of these people that work crazy hours. You're working crazy hours to support your house, support your family, pay your bills and everything like that, and you're harboring a lot of guilt because you feel like you should be spending more time with your kids. You know, I'm reaching a point in my life where I feel like telling you people, if you have young kids, just go find another job. Just go, because I'll tell you right now, if I could go back in time, if Doc Brown would land his time machine in my backyard right now, I would go back in time, and I quit that damn job I had. I wouldn't do the things that I did, and I wouldn't be living with all this guilt and stuff built up on my shoulders to the point where I'm having anxiety attacks all the time. Okay, because that's what happens. You feel guilty. I know what I was doing was right. I wasn't overly doing the overtime. I wasn't overly working, you know what I mean? I was doing the hours I was supposed to be working. But unfortunately, the only hours I could work, because my wife worked first shift, was third shift. So I had to care for my children all day, because paying for preschool or a child care forget it. I might as well not work at all, because it would have cost me everything I was making just to send 3 kids to childcare. It would have been done. Okay, I would have been broke. Okay, and it wouldn't have made no sense. So what we did is I worked 3rd shift. My wife worked first. I took care of the kids all day. She'd come home at 7 o'clock. I'd sleep 3 hours. 3 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, whatever. And then I would go back to work, and I was like dead tired. And I had an attitude. I had a terrible, terrible attitude, because I was tired and exhausted, and I hated my job, and I hated the people at the job, and I hated myself. And I came home, and I came home with a lot of guilt. So I would come home from work every morning. I would stop at Walmart, and I would buy my kids a gift every morning. Almost every morning, I would stop at Walmart 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'd buy my kids new coats, or new toys, or new whatever. And I'd be like, "Here." So they got up in the morning, they're like, "Hey, Daddy got this for you," because I felt bad, because I felt guilty, and I probably didn't need to feel guilty. I mean, I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. So I gotta kind of get this through my head and relieve this guilt and this anxiety and everything. I just got to figure it out in my life that, I just did what I had to do. But when your kids are growing up so fast, and then now all my kids are all teenagers, and I got one that moved out of the house that has a kid of her own, and I got another one that moved out of the house, and then I got another one that's about to move out of the house, and I got a son that wants to go to college and become a basketball star. You know what I mean? It's like they're all going. Time goes by way too fast. If you don't... Ferris Bueller, if you don't stop and look around, you might just miss it. That was me. Okay, I was so tired. I was just a shell of a person. Messed my head up big time. So now I got this channel, and I'm venting away. Okay, this is so therapeutic. Okay, this channel and interacting with people, and this is better. Listen, I went to go see therapists for years. They didn't care. They didn't care. And hours up, $20. Thank you very much. See you next week. That was it. With this thing, I got people checking on me, asking how I'm doing, sending me messages. Maybe you should do this. How are you doing with this? Oh, I agree with that. I don't agree. Listen, all been good. Everything been good. But I need to get that subscriber count up. That's what I need to get. Because if I don't hit 1,000, I can't do a lot of things with YouTube. Okay, that's just the way it is. YouTube will not let me collab, go live. It's all kinds of stupid rules. Okay, because I understand what they want. They want me to hit 1,000 so that way they can add like the commercials or whatever it is, so they can start making some kind of money off of whatever I'm doing. I get it. I totally get it. And I think if I hit 1,000, I end up getting a little bit of money too, because my daughter, she hit 1,000. She gets a little bit of money too. It's not a lot of money. It's like maybe like $100 something a month, or $200 a month. Whatever it is will probably pay for the Blu-rays and DVDs that I buy for this channel, or the toys that I buy for this channel. It would help. But I got to hit that 1,000 mark, and I'm pushing. But my daughter's like, it's the decor. Your decor's messed up. You need some lighting. Like I'm gonna hypnotize you people with some special blue lights that are flashing in my background. I think it'll be a distraction to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too old, but I think I'd be a distraction. My demographic. I checked my YouTube thing, and my demographic is people between the ages of 30 to 60 years old. Okay, that's who's watching my channels. I ain't got no 20-year-old children, 20-year-olds or 18-year-olds or 17-year-olds. And if I do, they're not showing up on my demographic. So it's so small of an amount. And I got 10% women. 10% women are watching this thing. Okay, thank you, 10% women. I guess that you don't find movies or TV or whatever interesting or whatever. I mean, I would try on women's clothes if that got me some new subscribers. I don't know what you want, but I do have some women that do reach out, and we go back and forth and everything. And I respect that. This is not this ain't the He-Man Woman Haters Club. This ain't Little Rascals. Okay, I want everybody to watch me. I don't care who you are. Watch and enjoy, and watch me slowly unravel and go out of my mind. I'm an open book, my friends. I tell you guys everything that happens, everything that's going on. So the deal is, let me get right to the point. Is my daughter was told by her husband, who hates horror movies, scared to death of horror movies. Matter of fact, the story that I got was one time he watched a horror movie at home, and his mother came home and found him in the bushes with a butter knife or something like that, and he was getting ready to shank somebody or whatever. So he started freaking out. He started hearing some noises in the house all by himself. Watched a horror movie all by himself. Flipped out, went outside, and he was gonna kill somebody with a butter knife. It might have been a butter knife, could have been a steak knife. I could be wrong about the message that I got, but that was the story that I was told. You done messed up. So I get it. Some people, horror movies are not their thing, but because my daughter was grown up, she grew up on horror movies. there's stuff that she misses. She just misses the stuff, okay? Because you do. I mean, horror movies are horror movies. And some horror movies, to me, are like comedies. Like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that's a comedy. Child's Play, it's a comedy, okay? Leprechaun, comedy, okay? I was never afraid of Chucky. I was never afraid of the Leprechaun. I was never afraid of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They weren't scary. They were funny. Jason, he always walking. He always walking everywhere. I have never had any problem with Jason. I mean, even the kills, the gory kills and everything like that. I understand it's Halloween time. I understand that's a scary thing to people, all these killing things and everything like that. But Jason, he walking. All you gotta do is run. You gotta run from Jason and you'll be fine. But he's always like 10 steps ahead of you. I don't ever understood that anyway. In the new remake, they've had him in like the tunnel system. He built a tunnel system or whatever there. Good theory. But no, back in the day, he was in the woods there at Camp Crystal Lake and he'd be walking, okay? Freddy, he just get you when you're sleeping. Don't go to sleep. No problem there. And then Michael Myers, he another one. He walking too. Listen, serial killers, these killer people, the real scary ones, the Halloween ones there, and the Friday 13th, they don't run. Okay, Candyman, he don't run. I never saw Candyman run. You ever see you know how heavy that guy's jacket is? He had that big heavy fur jacket on. He ain't running. He be just, you say his name 3 times or 5 times, whatever it is, or 7 times, and then he appears. Shut up. Don't say his name 7 times and he won't appear. I haven't tried it yet. Okay, I have had no problem with Candyman. Everything been good with me and Candyman. We got no problem, okay? This is the deal. But her husband says she can watch one horror movie with her this year, so I'm trying to find that movie. And she wanted to watch the Chucky franchise with him. So I got packages here, and in these packages may be the Chucky franchise, because I ordered some stuff for her. But first thing I ordered for her, but then I went and bought one for myself, was this Leprechaun 8-film collection, okay? So I bought one for her initially, okay? Because I'm like, 8 films. It's got every single one in here, including the Real Terrible Leprechaun Origins, which was made by WWF. So this is going to be part of her Halloween extravaganza, okay? And so that's one. So we went back to go pick this up. The wife went back to go pick this up because I was like, I got to get one for myself. And it was a reason for it. It was because actually, no, there's no reason for this one. Okay, I'm messing with your heads here. But she loves Leprechaun. Okay, and there's no way that her husband could be afraid of Leprechaun. Now it's this package right here. This is the package. This came in today, and I think this is the one that I ordered for her. And there's a special reason I ordered it for her. And I'm gonna crack it open right now, and I'm gonna explain to you why. And then maybe you guys will understand, and this will help you out. Okay, yeah. Let me say, wait, hold on. We got one of them things here. Wait a minute. What is this? Thank you for your order, and God bless. Please leave feedback. God bless. Horror people, okay? People that watch horror movies, they still be God blessing me, okay? Okay, they ain't from The Exorcist. They ain't evil people. They just love horror movies, okay? Nothing wrong with that. And what I ended up ordering for her, here they are right here in my hand, is Child's Play, the original one, okay? Which this is on DVD and Blu-ray, okay? Because she wanted to watch Child's Play with her. Listen, she bought a whole Chucky outfit for her daughter. Okay, the kid's walking around with a Chucky doll. I watched Child's Play with my daughter. I think she was like 5 years old. Okay, when I watched the first Child's Play with my daughter, I put the little munchkin on my lap, and we sat down, and I held her. And every once in a while, she'd get a little bit nervous or whatever, but she wasn't scared. She was afraid for Chucky. She was like, poor Chucky. Look, they keep hurting poor Chucky. Why does that guy keep hurting Chucky? Well, you just poor Chucky. She was upset about it. She was upset for Chucky. And at the end, when they burnt them all up, she cried her eyes out. It's like I was watching Bambi's mother get shot. It was a terrible experience, but it was a good experience because she absolutely loves Chucky. She just loves him. She thinks he's the cutest. Chucky's cute. I'm sorry, Chucky is cute. He's a cute little. If my granddaughter or if I had a grandson or whatever grew up to look like Chucky, I'd be happy. I think he's cute. And this is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. So I'm like, okay. So the deal with this is I had to get this because due to licensing, I guess they couldn't put Child's Play 1 in this set. Now this is the other set that I got for her. Let me just crack this open and make sure that's okay. Because these are those 2-sided discs there. You know what I mean? And I don't really dig that too much because you got to flip them and sometimes they get scratched or fingerprints. And these are DVDs. And you're probably like, why did you buy the DVDs? I'll tell you why I bought the DVDs. Because her husband is not a horror fan, these are probably going to end up getting jammed in a closet somewhere till next year or get hidden somewhere or he's going to put them someplace or whatever. I bought her a sorting hat from Harry Potter. She's a Harry Potter fan. He's not really a Harry Potter fan. He's a Lord of the Rings fan. So he took that Harry Potter hat. I think it's stuck in the back of the closet somewhere. I paid a lot of money for that Harry Potter hat. So I was a little disappointed with that. So I'm not going to go out and spend a lot of money. I wasn't going to go buy her the Blu-ray or the 4K collection for it to get stuck in the closet somewhere. She just wants to watch the movie and relive her childhood again. And maybe she wants to relive it eventually down the road with her daughter. So that was my goal. So Leprechaun was one of her favorites. So I was like, yes, okay? And then this was the other one that was her favorite, which was Child's Play. Now, the trick to this one was, and why I bought this specific set, because there are a number of sets, Child's Play / Chucky sets. This is the Chucky Killer DVD collection, okay? But there's also I have the Chucky collection, which actually has part 1 in it. But there's a reason why I didn't want to get her that one, okay? I have it on Blu-ray, I got it on DVD, but the reason why I didn't want to get her that one, because this one has the R-rated version of Seed of Chucky. Now, my Chucky fans, if you have ever watched Chucky, you know that the Seed of Chucky is funny. It's hilarious, okay? When Chucky and Tiffany meet Glenn or Glinda for the first time, and Chucky looks at Glenn or Glinda, and he looks at him, whoa! And he goes, Konnichiwa! And he goes, what is your name? And he tells him his name, and then Chucky starts laughing. He goes, oh, I hate to see what the parents look like. Look at this kid. He looks like he fell out. What do you say? I fell out of a tree, the ugly tree, and hit every branch or whatever. It's hilarious. Listen, and Chucky he's hilarious. And when my kids were little, we would watch The Seed of Chucky, but the deal was I had the unrated version on DVD and I had the rated version on DVD. So I would sit there and watch the rated version with them because it would save me on fast forwarding. Even though these are horror movies, listen, these are horror movies. There's a lot of gore, a lot of blood, there are a lot of violence. As a parent, I watched them first. As a parent, I knew where to fast forward the certain parts that were too intense. Like my kids to this day, I don't think have seen Chucky beat that teacher to death with a ruler, okay? They have not seen that because every time that scene would come, as soon as Chucky came out of that closet, like Mrs. something Pear or whatever her name was, and he's hitting his hand with the ruler, I would fast forward it past the scene of him beating the teacher to death. You don't want to mess your kid's head up. Sit down with your if you want your children to enjoy your hobby, enjoy what you have a passion for, which my passion is horror movies. I love horror movies. You want them to sit down and enjoy it with you as children, young children. Number one, you got to explain to them that this is just a movie. Show them the behind-the-scenes stuff. Show them the mechanicals. Show them the puppets, and show them how Chucky's not real. Show them the whole situation, okay? You're not breaking any hearts here. It's not like you're showing them behind-the-scenes of Sesame Street or Kermit the Frog or Muppets or whatever. This is a killer doll. You don't want your kids to believe that their dolls are going to try to kill them. You want to set the record straight for them before you watch the movie with them. So that's what I used to do with my children. I sit down and say, it's just a doll. It's a doll, and there's about 15 people with the different kinds of cables and everything, mechanical cables, making this guy work, okay? And there's a voice guy. His name's Brad Dorff, and I even showed him who the guy was because he was in like all kinds of movies that I had. He was in Alien 3, I think it was, and Graveyard Shift, and I showed him who he was and everything. I'm like, he's just a nice guy. I show him pictures. I'm like, this is just, he does the voice of Chucky. He's the voice, okay? And so there's nothing to be afraid of. But the Seed of Chucky was intense. It was intense, especially the unrated version. It was so intense that if I fast forwarded past the whole thing, I'd just be fast forward. It would be so unpleasurable and not fun. So I figured, okay, if she's going to introduce this series eventually to her daughter, and she's going to watch this with her husband, I didn't want her husband or her daughter to be, messed up, and maybe she ain't going to attack this the same way that I attacked it with her. Maybe she's not going to, I mean, my daughter and her daughter are like joined together. They're like Yoda and Luke, Yoda stuck in the backpack, okay? So I can't see my daughter not sitting down and watching these movies with her. Where'd the other one go? These movies with her. She's going to sit down and watch them with her. And eventually, okay? And I also told her, too, I said, I waited till you were like 5 years old or whatever, so 5 or 6, you can understand the concept between right and wrong, okay? You don't want to sit down with your child when they're like 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever and be like, hey, here's Chucky, you know what I mean? And explain to them about animatronics and puppeteers and everything. They ain't gonna get it, okay? So as a preschool teacher, you wait for an appropriate age. You wait for till they're old enough to understand between right and wrong, okay? That's the most important part. And then you sit down with them and watch the entire thing with them. And as the movie's going on, you explain. And if you've watched it before, which you should, you fast forward past the scenes that you think are too intense. If it made you feel a little tremor in your chest or in your heart or in your head or whatever, and you felt a little like something was wrong here, fast forward it. Don't let your children see it, okay? Chucky could be a great story. So in a way, when my daughter watched Chucky 1, the violent stuff that Chucky did to the people, the bags over the faces and the death and all, it was kind of gone. So what you were left with was a doll who was being chased by. So if you think about the story, if I got rid of all the Chucky killing stuff in Child's Play 1, what you're left with is a doll that's being harassed by this man and beaten up by this woman for no apparent reason whatsoever. And so when they throw him in the fire at the end, and he's all mad and upset, like, I mean, my daughter was sad for Chucky. He was like, poor, she's like crying her eyes. Like, poor Chucky, is he gonna come back? Yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 sequels. Okay, he's gonna come back in a TV series. He'll be back. Don't worry about a thing. He'll be back, and he'll be better, and he'll be funny, and everything will be good. Okay, but between this and this, these are pickups for my daughter. Okay, and I wanted to ask you guys for a little bit of help on this channel because you know better than me. You know what you like to see. You know what you enjoy to watch. Tell me what am I messing up? Am I doing something wrong? Because I don't get it. And listen, the only way that this is gonna work is this is like a word of mouth type thing. I'm not paying. Now listen, when I post, sometimes I'm in these groups on Facebook, and what they are is YouTube subscriber groups, okay? These are scams, okay? These are like, these people, they want me to pay them to, you want 1,000 subscribers, you pay me $50, I'll get you 1,000 subscribers. I'm not paying, listen, I don't work. This is what I do. I'm trying to get paid myself. Why would I give you $50 to get me 1,000 subscribers if I can't even afford, I can't afford nothing myself? You know what I mean? This stuff came in, and I'll tell you right now, this stuff was, before you look at me and go, well, you just made some purchases, stuff came in the mail, and this stuff was cheap, okay? Number one, I'm buying DVDs. You guys know the price of DVDs. Look, $3 right here, $6 right here, $10, okay? So altogether, this was like under $20, under $20 for me to buy a gift for my daughter, and I put it on my credit card, so I really didn't pay anything yet, okay? So eventually I will, but right now, under $20, she's gonna get what I think that she needs. This is like her Halloween with your daughter and your new husband starter kit. Okay, if he can't handle a leprechaun, I'm a leprechaun. He can't handle. Because you can't buy me hat or the buckles on me shoes. I'm a leprechaun. If he can't find the humor in that, and a young Jennifer Aniston before she changed her nose, I don't know what else to give him. I don't know what else to give him. And then the first Child's Play, that's just a treat. That's an absolute treat. There's one, if I remember correctly, there's like one like real bad word, and that's when Chucky's in the elevator. You know the part, and they're like ugly doll, and he says the F word or whatever. Fast forward past it. That's it. That's what I say about just get rid of it. Make it disappear. If you're gonna watch it with your kids, make it disappear. And then the rest of these things, The Bride of Chucky is great. Okay, it's hilarious. I would usually what I would do with my kids is I would skip Child's Play 2, which is ironic because Child's Play 2 is probably my favorite Child's Play movie. But I would skip that one with them because that one to me was the most graphic. Okay, but it had the best ending, I thought. Child's Play 3 is a treat. Okay, that one's military school. There's hardly anything going bad in that one. There's not even language, nudity, nothing. I mean, it's just some violence, you know what I mean? And there's a scene at the end where I'm not going to give it away if you haven't seen it, but fast forward, get rid of it, you know what I mean? And then The Bride and the Seed, that's all that they needed. I didn't go any further than that because she don't need to see the curse. And she don't need to see, what's the other one there? Curse, Cult. She didn't need to see Curse or Cult. Because, to be honest with you, when she moved out, Curse and Cult came out after she moved out. And she never seen those with me as a kid. So this is enough for her to chew on for a while and enjoy with her family on the Halloween season. Let her pick the one that she wants to watch with her husband. She told me, she goes, he said that we could watch one together. The rest I can watch anytime I want. So she'll be watching these probably by herself. But I did tell her, I said, listen, with Leprechaun, okay, maybe we can get 2 in. Maybe we can get 2 in. I said maybe you can make some grilled cheese sandwiches or something like that. I said, and invite us over and we'll sit down and watch Leprechaun with you because Leprechaun's funny. There ain't nothing bad going on at Leprechaun. I mean, a little violent, a little violent. Yeah, he's a little wackadoo. But if you get down to the whole meat and potatoes of it, It's Warwick Davis. It's Willow. Okay. It's a little guy. Okay. It's funny. Let's listen. With that said, my friends, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Share this stuff. Hit the bell so you're notified when I shoot. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is what I shoot for, and I usually don't miss. But I need your help. I need your help. I don't want to change the decor, okay? Every once in a while, I'll change a few things over here and see if you guys notice, okay? Or I'll change a few things over here and see if you guys notice. But as far as changing the decor with lighting and special effects and everything like that, I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know. I think my content and my humor is good enough. I don't think the best comedians, you know, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Andrew Dice Clay, they didn't have no. The only one that brought up props was Carrot Top, okay, and I'm not Carrot Top, okay. So I think that my banter should be good enough. I don't know, entertainment for you. I hope, okay. But with that said, my friends, I will see you later.